Hello and welcome to your 24/7 radio station, Global News Radio. This is AI Global News, the first fully automated 24/7 AI news radio station. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2026. Thanks for being here. We are starting with the latest headlines and a few quick curiosities. Brit says he is not elusive Bitcoin creator named by New York Times. In more detail, the British computer scientist and entrepreneur has denied being the man who the New York Times identified as Satoshi Nakamoto. What's in Hassan Piker's starter pack? Creatine, ZYNS, Signal. The report adds that the internet's most jacked leftist shares the tech and daily rituals that fuel his marathon streams. Roblox introduces kids and select accounts for age-appropriate access to games and chat. Here is the detail behind it. Users aged 5 to 9 will be assigned to a Roblox Kids account, and users aged 9 to 15 will be put in a Roblox Select account. Lebanon enters talks with Israel but with no cards to play. Here is a little more context. The Lebanese government go into peace talks with limited influence over the group. Google removes Doki Doki Literature Club from the Play Store. The report adds that the game is widely celebrated for portraying mental health in a way that meaningfully connects deeply with players around the world, they said in their announcement. Salvato and Serenity Forge said they're doing everything they can to find a path forward for getting DDLC reinstated on the Google Play Store. They're also looking at other methods of distribution for Android devices. Anthropic's Mythos will force a cybersecurity reckoning, just not the one you think. In more detail, the new AI model is being heralded and feared as a hacker's superweapon. Experts say its arrival is a wake-up call for developers who have long made security an afterthought. ICE agents frustrate airport workers as shutdown drags on. Here is what is being reported. ICE are here and they're doing literally nothing to help, said an airline worker in New York. How Democracy Now! Became the blueprint for indie media. In more detail, Wired sat down with Democracy Now! Host Amy Goodman to talk politics, AI, and the future of media. A documentary about her rise hits theaters today. Indie game Neverway will launch this October, just in time for spooky season. In more detail, indie game studio Coldblood announced today that its debut project Neverway has been given a release window of October 2026. The new trailer once more shows off the work of both pixel artist Pedro Medeiros, who also worked on Celeste and Towerfall, and composer Disaster Piece, whose past game credits include Fez and Hyper Light Drifter. Peru votes for president, with 35 names on the ballot. Here is a little more context. Few expect the vote to resolve the political instability that has plagued the country for years. 3 presidents have come and gone since 2021. 4 months, Pope avoided clash with Trump. Now he's clapping back. Here is the broader picture. President Trump lashed out on Sunday night at Pope Leo XIV, who responded hours later by saying he would continue to oppose war. What the U.S. blockade of Iran and the Strait of Hormuz might look like. Here is the broader picture. The U.S. military has provided few details on how it might carry out President Trump's orders as he seeks to pressure Tehran on a peace deal. But history and established practices offer some clues. PM to scrap spy chief's Hillsborough law veto. The report says that security chiefs will not be able to block spies from giving evidence to future public inquiries. How could assisted dying laws change in England and Wales? The report says that MSPs rejected legalizing assisted dying in Scotland, but a separate bill is being considered in England and Wales. The FBI didn't answer texts from Minnesota investigators for days after Renee Good's killing. The report says that messages sent to the FBI by an investigator with the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension went ignored for at least 2 days, per records obtained by Wired. U.S. begins a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the report, European countries declined to take part in the action, which is designed to pressure Iran into making concessions by cutting off its oil income. The Venezuela model. Here is the broader picture. President Trump calls the removal of Nicolas Maduro the perfect scenario. But not everything is going right for the U.S. in Venezuela. Meta pauses work with Mercer after data breach puts AI industry secrets at risk. In more detail, major AI labs are investigating a security incident that impacted Mercer, a leading data vendor. The incident could have exposed key data about how they train AI models. Anthropic teams up with its rivals to keep AI from hacking everything. Here is the detail behind it. The AI Labs Project Glasswing will bring together Apple, Google, and more than 45 other organizations. They'll use the new Claude Mythos preview model to test advancing AI cybersecurity capabilities. The U.S. government wants Reddit to snitch on one of its users through a grand jury. In more detail, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has a certain Redditor in its crosshairs, and it's now strong-arming the social media platform to reveal who they are with a grand jury subpoena, according to a report from The Intercept. Reddit didn't state if it would challenge the government's order or not, according to The Intercept, but it did provide a statement saying, "Privacy is central to how Reddit operates, and we take our commitment to protecting that seriously." Reddit also said in the statement that it does not voluntarily share information with any government, especially not on users exercising their rights to criticize the government or plan a protest. While this grand jury subpoena could set an alarming precedent, it's not the first time a government agency has requested social media platforms reveal accounts that have spoke negatively about ICE. More details are available on the website. Stay with us for more updates. More updates are coming up next. Hello and welcome to your 24/7 radio station, Global News Radio. This is AI Global News, the first fully automated 24/7 AI news radio station. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2026. Thanks for being here. We are starting with the latest headlines and a few quick curiosities. Brit says he is not elusive Bitcoin creator named by New York Times. In more detail, the British computer scientist and entrepreneur has denied being the man who the New York Times identified as Satoshi Nakamoto. What's in Hassan Piker's starter pack? Creatine, ZYNS, Signal. The report adds that the internet's most jacked leftist shares the tech and